Hello everyone, how are you doing? We'll be going through, we'll be talking about temperature and its reading. What is temperature? Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of a thing. Okay? You know, it could be of a body, it could be of a thing. Okay? Like some people do measure weather, they measure, you can measure anything. Okay, you can measure if that thing is either cold or hot. Okay, but I'm going to be dwelling on human temperature. Okay, so human temperature is actually the measurement of the degree or hotness, the degree of hotness or coldness of human body. Okay, and the instrument for measuring temperature is called thermometer. This is a thermometer. Okay, we have different types of thermometer. We have mercury thermometer, analog thermometer, digital thermometer. Okay, this is a typical example of the thermometer used in the hospital in the clinical area. Okay, so but the mercury thermometer is that what's it called, the transparent one. You do see probably in the hospital, or probably you might have it in your disposal too, the mercury one. So how do you read the thermometer now? Thermometer reading, if you have that I'm so sorry, I don't have the mercury one. If you have the transparent one, that's the mercury thermometer reading, you just look into the transparent, as me this is the thermometer, mercury thermometer. Just look through it, you see something like, a fluid. If you move it, if you shake it and you put it under your armpits, okay, you see that it's the it will be moving. The mercury would have, probably gone up or something. Then when you shake it again, it will go back to its usual level. Okay, so how do we measure human temperature using a thermometer? You first of all check for the area at which you want to measure, you want to take the temperature reading from. There are different. So I won't forget to add that the normal human body temperature, the range of the normal human body temperature is between 36.2 to 37.2. There are actually different school of thoughts, but that is the normal human body temperature range. Okay, so you can actually conclude that your child, or probably a person, is febrile, is hot, and needs, maybe antipyretic like paracetamol when the temperature reading is 37.2 and above. Okay, then you can give something like paracetamol. Okay, then if the temperature reading is below 36.2, maybe 35, it shows that the person is cold. Okay, different temperature routes, but I'm going to be concentrating on the axillary region, that's the armpits. Temperature could also be checked orally, could be checked in the groin. Okay, so there are different routes at which it can be checked in the anus, you understand. So there are different routes at which can check human temperature, human body temperature. So before you check for any body's temperature, please ensure you clean the armpits. Let's take for example, you want to check the, and note that there are different thermometer. This is called thermometer. There are different thermometer for different, area. You can't use the thermometer you use in checking the thermometer, excuse me, you use to check um temperature on your axilla is different from that of oral temperature checking. You understand? Then it's also different from rectal, that's the anus. You understand? So before you check for the temperature reading in the axilla, in the armpits, you first of all clean. Okay, you clean the armpits. You ensure the armpit is not wet. After cleaning, check if, in fact, the first thing is to check if let's assume the person is your child. Okay, you check if the thermometer is functioning. Okay, ensure it's functioning very well. Then you clean the armpits so it won't bring false reading. Then you now you know if it's a mercury thermometer, you swipe it this way so that the mercury will go back to its original measurement, okay, level. Then you now insert into the armpits. Okay, so you wait for 2 minutes. Don't be in a rush when checking the temperature. Wait for 2 minutes. Then after 2 minutes, you bring it out and you check for the level. Okay, that's the temperature reading. Then if you are using this my type of thermometer, I'm going to be sure. And so, okay, this is my thermometer now. Then I'd already cleaned my armpits. I'll just insert into my armpits. Okay, I'll insert. I'll ensure that that silver edge is actually under my armpits. Then I will now, press. I'll show you the button I'm going to press. I'll press it. I don't know if you heard a sound. So I'll press it. Then I'll wait for 2 minutes. So while we're waiting for the temperature reading, let's discuss some things. A lot of parents, especially mothers, exaggerate things. I would like to tell you on this video that if you've not checked your child's temperature reading, please don't conclude. Yes, 2 minutes already. So you bring it out and you check. So my temperature is 36.2 degrees Celsius. I don't know if you can appreciate this. I don't know if you can appreciate it. You can see it. Okay. So, but if you can't see it, it's okay. That's my temperature reading. So this is the part you're going to press. This part you're going to press once you put it inside your armpits. So back to what we're saying. So a lot of parents exaggerate things a lot. Like, they will not even check if their child is febrile. I mean, if the temperature is high, they will check with thermometer and they will conclude that the child is febrile, the child is hot. So some mothers especially would just use their hand to feel, oh, is this child hot? They'll be like, oh, you're hot, my dear. A lot of things that affect temperature rising, temperature rise. Weather could also affect it. If the weather is very hot, I tell you that the human body would also tend to be raised. Human body temperature would also tend to rise up. A lot of other factors actually affect, but I'm using this medium to tell mothers especially, please, thermometer is a very necessary commodity that you should have in your disposal. Please get a thermometer and properly check before you administer you know, any antipyretic agents. Antipyretic that I mean is, it could be what's it called, paracetamol. Don't abuse the use of paracetamol on your child. Okay, so I'm going to be ending this video now. If you like this video, kindly share,